Ready to rumble. All right, this is ball higher than your feet. What you do is address it and have your standard bending over. So determine the grip. So you feel what is my neutral positioning bending down, and where you got that, that's where you take your grip. Then you have some part left over, which is the difference between the height of the ball and the height of your feet. Make sure that your arms are not extended but being bent like they usually are. Then you have to take a practice swing and still extend toward the ground. So you have to make sure that you make ground contact. People tend to kind of pull it up because they see the ball closer to themselves. So have a practice swing, extend through the ball, and then give it a full rip. This is the easiest of the 4 lies. Next one. Ball is lower than your feet. Lower than your feet means bending over to the position where the ball is when the arms are in neutral positioning. You have to take the normal distance on the club, and then it's more bent over. The more someone is bent over, the less the person can move, and the more the club goes up and down, while in the normal positioning, the same swing goes more round and shallow. So knowing about that, also need a practice swing in the bent over positioning, and you will hit it way shorter than you did when the ball was above your feet. You lose about 5 meters. On the way, if the ball is lower, you will hit it maybe 20 meters shorter, maybe 25 meters shorter than standard. And it's way more difficult staying in the position. You have noticed when you tried that you needed several swings to even make ground contact. The ground contact is to be experienced in a practice swing before you hit the ball. Third one, going uphill. Uphill slope. This is the center of the golf swing. Gives you 2 options. You can hit alongside the mat. I would not suggest doing that. The second one is from the center of the ball. You are leveling down, and then you take your stance, and then you'll notice that the right foot is below the ball and the left leg is pulled up and is above the ball. You always determine a ball positioning towards you by the valet foot, the lower foot. So this one is lower, so then when you take address position, you will feel that you need a little bit less than standard. And the ball feels as if it's more to the right. This is because my body is 1 foot lower than the other, and the axis is kind of tilting, and you are above the ball. So it feels as if it's the right positioning and gripped a bit shorter. When you hit it and take your practice swing, you will hit the slope. So it's a very hard contact on the ground. When taking the practice swing, you might have a very large divot. Doesn't matter. Dress the ball. Oh, I'm gonna kill the car. And then you know that you'll hit against the slope. You take this and know about it, then you can execute the way. And yes, this hard feeling is something that accompanies. Please don't try to swing alongside the mat. You can see videos and magazines where they explain to play alongside the mat. Yes, that works, but you won't get the distances right. They will always decrease very much. Whilst this one here gives you standard shot, only the Hang Abtriebskraft is keeping you from giving full throttle, and you'll lose about 5, 6, 7 meters on an iron shot into the target. The most difficult lie is the one where you're playing downhill, and if you draw a picture and there's gear rush on it and takes a full shot and the ball flies in a neutral trajectory and the picture is ready and we tilt the picture, then tilting the picture would be possible but still very difficult to do. People would fall over, and this is not how it really works. That would look like this, by the way, and I can barely stand like that, and then I could swing it, but never ever try to play it that way. This is not the way it works the best. The best way works when you are thinking about hacking it into a slope, as if you are going straight up and down, and take the positioning into the ground to where the ball is, picking it up and slashing it down, picking it up and slashing it down. That's the way it works. Thank you very much for today.